They might have been high flyers, but young professional men were also the biggest victims of the global financial crisis. A new survey shows skilled male workers aged 25 to 44 were the most likely to lose their jobs in the 2009 downturn. However, household incomes continued to increase at the time, thanks in large parts to government handouts. Neil Woolridge reports.
As a stockbroker during the global financial crisis, Raymond Aid was among those most at risk of losing his job.
The market was in serious decline, business was drying up, investors' appetite for risk was clearly shrinking.
He now runs his own photography business and hasn't looked back since quitting financial services.
I'm running my own business and it's something I'm truly passionate about, so hardest thing is to make that decision, but once you do, I think most people really don't look back and have no regrets.
But others like him haven't fared so well. The annual Household Income and Labour Dynamics Survey, or HILDA, shows that 1 in 20 workers lost their jobs in the 2009 financial year, while just over half of those found new work. However, unlike previous downturns, it was professional men aged 25 to 44 who were most vulnerable.
Usually we expect to see lower skilled workers bear the brunt of economic downturns, and I think the reason for the difference this time is probably something to do with the origins of the downturn, that it was the financial crisis.
But in a year when global stock markets were falling and some feared another Great Depression, Australian household incomes grew 6%, with government transfers accounting for more than half of the increase.
I was actually a bit surprised when I saw how big the numbers were for those government payments. They, for many families, totalled several thousands of dollars.
That, along with substantial interest rate cuts, helped keep overall satisfaction levels around the long-term average.
A lot of homeowners with mortgages saw quite substantial increases in their material living standards in this period. So it's probably not surprising that on balance we didn't see net any real change in average levels of life satisfaction.
While the HILDA survey paints a surprisingly rosy picture of conditions in 2009, the outlook today is still cautious. A new survey shows that business confidence has fallen to a 10-month low and hiring intentions are expected to remain weak for several months.
Consumers, households, very cautious at the moment. We've seen pretty big increases, I think, in cost pressures facing some sectors. We know manufacturing, construction, retailing, wholesaling are all under a lot of pressure at the moment.
Rob Brooker says that's causing some firms to even consider relocating overseas.
We've seen lots of bad news about manufacturing enterprises, particularly in Victoria and New South Wales to some extent. So it's all, I guess, indicative of a very patchy economy at the present time.
And with overseas economies still gripped by uncertainty and fear, the odds of a rebound are looking as remote as ever.